Just got home for lunch and we had this waiting for me on my doorstep. I have absolutely no idea what this is, but let's go ahead, get this open, and see what we got here. See what somebody sent us. Let me get this all out of the boxes and opened up, and I'll show you what we all got after it's all out of the box. What's going on, everybody? In today's episode, we are going to be doing a much needed upgrade in the garden today. We are going to be replacing my carbon filter that I have on this Vivosun tent. The people over at Vivosun were nice enough to send over this 6-inch inline duct fan, and we're going to be switching that out today. I'm going to be showing you how I set it up. We're going to go over why you should be setting your filter up outside of your tent, not inside your tent, or at least why I always set it up outside the tent. But hey, make sure you smash that like button, that you're leaving your comments down below, and subscribe if you're not already to get more content. Do it now, and let's get it growing. This carbon filter is in desperate need of replacing. So today that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We are going to be replacing that carbon filter with this brand new setup from Vivosun. Now, the reason that I'm going to be setting this carbon filter up outside of the tent is that if you've watched any of my videos, I'm a big proponent of having your LED, if you're growing with an LED, up at the top of your tent as far as it can go, and to have a dimmable LED. Now, we're not always going to be able to have the exact setups that we want. I know that everybody is, for the most part, just piecing together what they can afford and going along and upgrading things as they can afford it. I'm doing the exact same thing here today, and it's time for an upgrade. I'm really excited, but you always want to go outside of the tent, in my opinion, because one, you want to have the LED up as high as you can, and you just want to have more room in the tent. You don't want to have it down low in the bottom of the tent, because then it's going to be taking up space that should be being taken up by plants, and that's a no-no every time that you do it. To set it up the way that I'm going to be doing it, the only thing that you're going to need that doesn't come in the box with the inline fan is you're going to have to pick up a 6-inch 90-degree elbow. You can grab that from any hardware store. They're really inexpensive and easy to find. One of the big things that this new fan has that this fan doesn't is a variable speed switch. So I'm going to be able to turn this thing up and down, and that's really important to me. If you don't know, these inline fans are super powerful. 390 CFMs per minute. That's how much air that this can exchange, this new Vivosun, and that is an insane amount of air to be able to replace every minute. So a 3x3 tent is 9 square feet by 6 feet tall. So if this is extracting 390 cubic feet per minute, then it's roughly replacing the air inside this tent about 6 to 8 times a minute. Now, where that really comes in handy is when you're linking several tents together, or if you have a really big tent and you have a bunch of air that needs to be exchanged. In my case, I'm going to be linking several tents together. In this video, I'm just going to be setting it up basic in one tent like most people are going to end up doing. And in future videos, or I have done it in the past, but I'll show it again in future videos, how I link several tents together with one inline fan. If that is something that you're interested in, make sure that you click a like down below, and that'll let me know that you want to see a video about that. And that's enough of me talking. Let's get this thing set up. Let's see how it looks, and more importantly, let's see how it performs. So the first thing we do is we get our carbon filter and sock out of the bag and out beside the tent and ready to go. I'm really liking the polished chrome look on this carbon filter. It really beats the dull pewter-like gray color that was on my last one. And just getting my hands on this thing, I can tell this is way more heavy duty. I'm happy already. The next step is to just set up the actual fan into the carbon filter, making sure that we're having the air direction go the right way. In my case, I want the airflow to be going into the carbon filter. If you had this set up with the carbon filter in the tent, you'd want the opposite. Now that's set up and ready to go, we need some ducting, and we need to get it attached to the 90-degree elbow and ready to get attached to the tent. The elbow makes the next step super easy. We just pick a vent hole and we attach the elbow to it, and it fits absolutely perfectly. All there is left to do now is to attach the ducting to the inline fan and just use the little clamp that comes with it to tighten it all up. So that's it. We got this all set up and ready to go now. I'm loving the way that it looks. It's way better than the one that I had here before. It's a major upgrade. It's really going to help me with that dial where I can turn it up during the flower and just start helping with the airflow, or if it really gets hot and the temperature gets out of control outside and that starts coming inside, I'll be able to control that a little bit better. I've been really having some problems lately. We've been having really bad heat waves where I'm at, and it's definitely been affecting my plants. I can't wait to get this full of plants and see how it does with the plants in there. I'm really impressed with how quiet this is. And this thing is just so much quieter than the last one that I had. It is beautiful. No more listening to this thing whirring in the background while I'm playing my video games. And when I want to turn it up, I just come on over here and turn it up. I'm probably going to need it mostly down at this lower one because, again, I have a smaller tent that I'm putting this in. But if you have something like a 5x5 or something like that, you're definitely going to need to have that on the higher setting. If you find yourself in the market looking for a new inline fan, definitely consider Vivosun in your decision making. I'm very happy with the one that I got here, and I will definitely be considering them for future purchases as well. If you want to see more content like this, if you appreciate the video, like the channel, make sure you smash that like button down below. It really helps the channel out. If you want to save yourself some money on one of these inline fans, make sure you use the promo code PATTY12. I'll leave a link in the description down below. I don't get anything from that at all. It's just to save you some money. I'll catch you on the next one.